All right, who has that first spiritual experience they'd like to share with us?
I have one.
Very good. Speak up, please.
Yes, yes. This is Devaney from Eindhoven, Netherlands.
Glad to hear you, Tom.
Glad to hear you too, Amun. Glad to be back. Been gone for a while now.
Yes, we missed you. I did.
But I missed you too. I genuinely did. Thought about you all the time, as much as possible. Kept y'all in my prayers because it's kind of a long story, but I'll try to keep it short, not to take too many times. But last week I have to go back to my childhood. It's about my father and my mom. They didn't get along when I was very young. I've never seen them together, so they couldn't really like communicate and talk with each other. But so I grew up at my mom's, and I saw my dad, but I didn't saw him very often, so I was missing him a lot and struggled with that as a child. And fast forward to when I was 16 or 18, 16, 18, my mom and my dad still couldn't communicate, and I was getting in this age that I had to take care of some stuff my own, of financial stuff and schooling and everything like that. So what basically happened was I had to communicate through my mom and my dad for them because they couldn't speak. So when I turned 18,
they couldn't speak the language. They couldn't speak to one another.
They couldn't speak to one another. No, they always were.
Okay, all right, at odds. Yes.
Yeah, at odds. Yeah, exactly. So when I reached the age of 18, I had to arrange the school papers and stuff with the monies and the financials and everything like that. So my dad always used to say, "Yeah, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you." But eventually, he said he was going to, but he didn't do anything. And he just let the problem become bigger and bigger, you know?
Yeah.
So at that age, I already started to have like financial debt and have stress about this and stuff. We didn't really have a lot, but my mom always used to take care of us and she always did anything to get us right, you know, to get me right as a child. And she always did. And I really love her for that. So, when I was 18, the debt started going up and up, and the school payments, because, the problems still weren't fixed. So I went to dancing school for a few years, and the debt still was rising, and it was still rising. And then I quit the school because I was like, I'm good at dancing, I'm really talented, but I have to pay my house because I was already living on my own, and I didn't really have the time to get the money that I needed for the house and for me to live off, you know. So I made the decision to go to the policing school because that was a dream of me, and I was like, okay, this will get me the money that I need for my house and to pay everything. So I eventually quit dancing for that. So I stopped like my passion to get a usual income. And at that point, I was so far down that I went to my dad again and asked him for help. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to help you, and we're going to put everything straight. So I put everything straight with him, and he asked me like, okay, can I have your what's it called in English?
Social Security number.
Yes, exactly. Stuff like that, you know, because he was like, yes, now it's COVID, so we can ask the government for money. And I was like, okay, we can do that, but if I have to pay it back, I don't want to do it, you know, because like I would just get more in trouble. And he was like, no, don't worry, I'm gonna help you, blah blah blah. And then he arranged a big sum of money, and I gave him a lot of the money, and I gave the people that arranged the papers and stuff, I gave them a lot of money as well. And the rest I just paid off my debt from the schooling and stuff, you know. So I was like, okay, nice. Now I can move on, you know. I can move on with my life and and start building, because I was feeling like I was 23, 24 years old, but I was always a step behind. I was always stressing about money, always stressing about my future and stuff. And this started when I was a kid. So when I was on the police in school, I got this letter that I had to pay back all the money. It was like 40,000 euros. And I was like, wow, where did this come from, And then I started thinking, and then it made sense to me. And then I was like, okay, but now I have to protect myself, because my dad always used to do stuff to the family, touch my mom, touch my auntie, and, like, he's a criminal.
I understand.
He's a criminal, actually, and and he's just
a heartless criminal, in fact, right?
Yeah, really, and really, like, really bad. So me, my mom, she always told me, like, okay, whatever happens, don't let nobody mess around with you. You don't. Whoever it is, she always used to tell me this, and with me, I was like, okay, I have to stop this now, because it's a chain, It's a chain in the family. If I don't stop it, it's gonna go to my children as well. So I was like, okay, with every bullshit that comes towards me from the family, I'm gonna stop it with me. So either it was food, finance, the way we saw each other, or what we knew about ourselves as well, So I kept digging, I kept searching, and so I did press charges against him when I found out about the letter and stuff.
Very good.
And then, very good, also, very nice, because I was like, okay, no, this is damned, So I pressed charges against him. Then I lost my job, and this time was really hard for me, because I didn't know, where to go now, and what to do with my life. So
and what was your official capacity with the police? Were you an officer on the streets, or what?
I almost was. I wasn't studying. So just before I went to go out on the streets, they tried to pull me back, take me out of lessons, take me out of classes, just to disrupt my my growth and stuff.
Yeah, your forward momentum.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and nothing worked. So I lost the job. I went back home. And I really got in this black hole, like, okay, in this deep hole, like, okay, what is next? I was depressed for a year, and I was like, okay, and then I was like, okay, I need to get up, I need to get up and try to get back. So I started searching deeper and deeper, because I was a Christian before, but I didn't really felt like, okay, something is missing, something is not telling me the truth, or
that's right. It's incomplete, right? It's fractured.
Incomplete. Exactly. So then my 27th birthday came, and I promised myself. I was with friends and stuff, but it didn't make sense to me. I was like, okay, I'm still feeling on edge. Why am I still feeling on edge? So I went home on the party itself. I just went home and sat with myself. And I was like, okay, I know why, because I always live in fear. For 27 years, I've been living in fear. And I was like, okay, I made the decision within myself that, okay, I'm not going to live in fear anymore.
There you go.
Doesn't matter what happens.
That's
doesn't
right.
matter what happens.
It's only an illusion. It's a test.
Exactly. And within that year, everything started coming down, The Christianity started coming down. I got more in tune with myself. I started meditating more and more and more, and took distance of my friends, took distance of everybody, and just went inside. Just
right. So the things you were looking at started changing as soon as you started changing the way that you were looking at things.
Exactly. Started looking way differently to myself, started accepting myself, started loving myself.
Yeah.
And I always was busy with this, but not really in depth, Yes. Not really in depth. What happened then was a year later, I found I found Woon Wap online or let's say on YouTube, but it really found me. I was just looking at my
I
TV
understand.
screen. It found me, and I was like, okay, wow.
It was your
That really
destiny.
makes sense. Exactly. And 6 months forward, I think it was it again? Was it Katat?
Yes.
Katat? I don't.
Katat, the
I
brother.
think it was Katat. Yeah.
Yes. He's a very good brother. Yes.
Truth is truth. 999. Truth is truth on the Telegram.
Yes.
He found me. He was like, brother, you need to come to the class. Come see the Messiah. And I was like, okay, this is weird because why didn't nobody in Wunuwap or Wusabat, Wusabat
tell you about me before, right?
If he is the Messiah.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, so I was still, exactly. So why does nobody speak about him?
Because the devil is not just in the wider, broader society. The devil is in every organization as well.
Exactly.
Right.
So, fast forward to last week, I was in this space where I got money, but whenever the money came, they just give me 65 euros to live off, every week. So I had to survive with that. So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna fix something. I'm gonna do something to make my life better, So I started cooking, started selling food, started working in construction, just did everything to get
trying
more
to find
money
your way,
to
yeah.
live off,
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to find my way. So I was in that position for 2 years. Really harsh, and really, really trying to survive, really trying to...
I've been there. I found
it. So also try to work on the scarcity mindset from a deeper standpoint, like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Why don't I deserve it, Why do I feel like that I deserve? Because I never try to harm nobody, because I know who I am, and I know that whatever
it may have been from a previous life, may have been from a previous or future life. Like karma. Just a thought, that's all. Just a thought.
And I know I always felt like I'm royalty and I can't do this to people because I cannot. So
that was me. I never could do anything to hurt people. I never did anything to hurt black people ever.
I hear that. I feel that. So last week, they contacted me and they emailed me, like, okay, because I was in this type of, they put me in an arrangement where I still had to go for 18 months, but then they would look at, okay, how much do you earn? We want to.
Who is they? The government?
For us, the government, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Who I had to pay back the money for? Yeah,
yes, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So did they try to incarcerate you or something? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they try to put me in a position like, okay, you have to work for 40 hours, but you still get like 60 euros a week, and I was like,
kind of a slavery, like.
Exactly. So I was like, nah, I ain't feeling that, and this is not gonna happen, because I took my responsibility, I took my responsibility to try to fix the problem, and it all backfired. Everything backfired. I was like, yo, so now I have to mop up everything alone. While like my dad he just do nothing now, and he just acts normal, like nothing happened to my family.
Exactly. He took it. How much money did you give him?
I gave him 3,000, and I gave the company 20, and I took 20 to pay everything off. So I had to pay back 40. But because everything went down in a spiral, the whole debt went up to 120K. So I was like, okay, my life didn't even start yet, and I'm already messed up. Like, I cannot do anything now. So
let me explain something real quick. Malachi wrote a book called Leviathan 666, and he said in there, Have you ever felt like you've been on the edge of a cliff with your back to it, surrounded by an encroaching ring of fire, getting closer and closer? You said it was I that put you in that position. That's all I want to say. Keep going.
Okay. So they said like 18 months, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then the woman that I got for that case, I remember her name very well, Crystal, she's called. And I don't know, but when she came in, I knew she was like, okay, she was swift and she was fast, you know. So she really wanted to help. So she said like, okay, I'm gonna arrange the stuff, and when I'm back from vacation in August, I'm gonna hopefully everybody accepted the bid. But because of the way I was pushed in that position, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this the way they want to, but I'm not gonna tell them. So she was like, okay, we're gonna help you. And then she came back and she was like, okay, they accepted the bid. And I was like, okay, how did they accept the bid? And she was like, yeah, but because of the payoff was zero, I couldn't pay off anything. They was like, okay, the 18 months is complete, so you're done now. And I looked at the message, I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it, you know?
You were free from that.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, wow. I was like, I'm done now? She was like, yeah, you're done now. And I went on my knees, I cried for like 20 minutes and talked to Elian L, and I praised you also, Amun, because
I love you.
Whenever I found you, and whenever I found you, Moisat, everything changed. You know?
Yes.
My whole life changed. Everything turned around, you know? And I'm so thankful for that. And
well, we love you. And I can feel your soul. I know you got a good soul. And it was this exhibition of your strength that you pulled through it. That's right.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I was so proud of myself that.
And I'm proud of you as well.
Even though I didn't know let's say this, I didn't know Elian L by name, and I didn't know how Anu looked, and I didn't know, but I knew he was there, and I knew
exactly.
I'm gonna stay believing. I'm gonna stay believing. Whatever happens, I'm gonna stay myself, you know, and I'm gonna pull through. So whenever that happened,
you're a true soul, and I send light and blessings on you now to extend your blessings into the future. Just stay close, hold on to the rope, and never let go. You're gonna be all right. All right?
I will.
All right.
We love you, brother.
Thank you.
We love you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love you, man.
Great.
And believe it or not,
thank you for sharing.
Everybody here has gone through similar circumstances in different ways. And we all, one thing we all have to realize is that when the lights come on and smoke clear, this too will pass. We will overcome. We just have to stay focused, that's all. And never lose sight of who we are.
Wow.
Bless you.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I just wanted to share with y'all because like whatever, just what Amun says, whatever you're going through, stick with it, you know? Stick with it.
Right. That's right.
The moment will come, and whenever the moment comes,
we will land on our feet.
You wouldn't know where to look. You don't know what to do.
We will land on our feet always.
That is inspirational.
You just have to know where you are. You know, and regardless of how you test it, how hard the wind blows, or how you're shaking, you know, just have to remember, stick to your core. I don't care if you're swinging on a greased rope over a high fire in a strong wind. Just hold on. It's going to be all right. All right. It's hard here with the prayer. From Chicago.
Hey, I'm here. I just got here. I ain't want to interrupt you, brother.
That's all right. I love you. Go ahead, Pa.
Right back. The prayer Amun-Rayay, written by Passcode, Yanun. Nekuk sedok be Amun-Rayay. Unave momadu umadehu umuveru li panan zaman wu wakat. Passcode Yanun. Kalala marad ater le Amun-Rayay. Nathar Shalil, Fa Patet, Rupa Taha, Anuke, Nuwapu. I trust by way of Amun-Rayay and his master teachers and his paparazzi and his warner for this day and time, Panabab Yanun. All praises are for Amun-Rayay, Nathar, overseer of the heavens and the earth. I am Nuwapi.
Thank you. All right. We'll get that next spiritual experience from that first question. Please start mute your phone so we can get the background noise out.
I have a spiritual experience, kind of.
Very good.
I just finished the book that Dr. Malachi Z. York wrote. It was about the women that changed the world's history.
The course of history.
Of that title. Yeah.
Yes.
And it was just like how the brother was saying about, like, you know, kind of like his father being like evil and like the devil and stuff like that. Like, I never really realized, or like, of course, like when you're a Christian, like you always thought every character was like, you know, white. And so when I like was reading the story and I kind of realized like all of them were black, I was like, man, like it kind of gave me like a realization. Like I didn't know, like I knew there were black devils, like, you know, I knew coons, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know,
black devils.
Yeah, I didn't know they were like that. Like,
but the white ones on steroids. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I think that was like kind of like a very much like a shocker, and to also kind of be like you just said, you know, white people, they are on steroids evil. But like it's also
yeah.
kind of like
they on whipple whoppers with it. Yeah.
It's kind of like when you said this before of how am I trying to say it, like to love everybody. At first, I was kind of confused with that statement because I guess I was like, you know, how I was thinking about white people, like, you know, I was like, I don't know if I can love white people, and then like
you can disagree without being disagreeable. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you let people drop your vibration down to where you start hating like them, then you become them. You become what it is you hate. So it's okay to love all, but you can disagree with any aspect of it, right?
Right. Yeah, I started to realize what that meant now. Like, you know, everybody, like, it doesn't matter what race it is, like, everybody can be evil. Like, any race can be, you know,
that's
evil.
right. Evil is not a race. It's not a race.
Right. So you,
however, white people, like you say, they on steroids with it. You know, I look at things a lot, and I really look at the glaring realities, like them putting out all over the media that black people are criminals and we're really evil in every description and this, that, and the other. But then I look at the reality. Even in their news, every time there's a mass murder, you know, when they go into a kindergarten and kill 25 children, or into a church and murder people they don't know, and I don't have to wait for the picture to come out because I already know the same thing as you. It's a white person.
Yep.
I already know what you know. When they say somebody put a baby in a microwave, I know it's a white person. Because what that is, it shows me that they have unmotivated, unmitigated, is evil in the deepest, purest existential sense of the word, just pure evil for the sake of evil. Yeah. Black people are evil, but they try to have a motive a lot of times. They do it out of jealousy or greed, or, you know what I mean? But white people do.
The difference?
Huh?
I was gonna say the difference between black evil and white evil is black people will have like a motive for it, and white people will just do it just because.
Yeah, some black people pretend they have a motive, but they're just devils too. But you have to just look at it, and you'll see. You'll take that picture, you find out that they're different, just like Jeffrey Dahmer. You got a lot of evil black people, but I have yet to meet one that looked at another person and thought about a barbecue sandwich. I have yet to meet one like that. Jeffrey Dahmer got on TV in his documentary recently and said that his only joy was in killing and eating people. And his only joy, because they kept asking if they would free him, would he change it? He said, "Don't free me, because I'll do the same thing as long as I have breath, because it's the only thing that gave me joy in life."
Wow.
That's the devil. And his sister's the devil, his mama's the devil, his daddy's the devil, his daughter and his son is the devil. You understand? You just go to your Bible and look up King James, comma, the Canaanite woman was called a dog by Jesus. You'll understand that we have nothing to do with them. But it's not about hating them. It's about rejecting them. Get thee behind me, get thee hence. Right? Separate yourself from them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Dr. Malachi said that. He said that.
That's right. Don't lay with the beast. You understand? That is the devil. And of course it'll rub off on you.
Like that though. Do you know?
Say it again.
I said, do you know why they even would have that type of mentality, or is that's
it's their nature. Please mute your phone. Star 6 your phone. What happens is this: they have a threefold curse. One part of it is Sijin, which is a spiritual curse, and is, I think, the worst part of it. It means that whatever they try to do, even if it's good, they find evil. You understand? Even when they attend good, it ends up being evil. And then the third part of it is Leonat, which is a twofold curse. The first part of that curse is leprosy, where they're white and pale without melanin. And the final part of Leonat is that bestiality, that they've been laying with animals. They have animals, they're mixed animals with people, and they're lepers. And then they have the spiritual curse, where that no matter how hard they try to do good, evil is found with them. You follow? If you go to Romans chapter 7 and the Bible and read it, he'll describe his nature to you. I had a spiritual experience myself, family. It was very profound. I was still dark this morning. I looked out my window and I looked at the sky and I saw a fleet of UFO craft. They were rectangle shaped and they were all connected by some type of a line of connection. But they were all the exact same height as far as from the ground to the sky. And they had a particular pattern that I can't describe. But it was a fleet of them. It looked like it had to be 100 of them, all rectangle shaped. And I can't remember the colors, but I remember like red and green, I think, and black. Red, green, and black. I remember those colors. But yeah, that was a it was a lot more to it than that, but I'm not going to go into it. But it was a very, very powerful vision that I had. I also wanted to let you all know, like I was telling the brother, it was only a test. Don't get too serious about life. Because I had a recent vision. It was so clear, it was just like reality. Like I was peeping through a window into reality, and I saw myself, man in a coffin, in a suit that I possessed. But since then, I got rid of the suit. I had the brother and sister here take it and give it to the, you know where you donate things? Goodwill. Get rid of the suit because that's the one I was laid out in. But anyway, at the foot of my coffin was the angel, please. At the foot of my coffin was the angel Gabriel, sitting on a stool with his back to me. But I know my form and I know me, so I know that the angel Gabriel is me, or the inner me. You follow me? So what I conclude from that is that I also kept going back over the vision, and I noticed that I was younger, like maybe 15 years younger, at least. So I concluded that I already died that time. I know I had died at least 3 times, but I don't know which time that was. But that's why I tell you all, don't be too concerned about it. Don't take it too seriously, because a lot of things you fear, like death is one of the things I was sent here to remove the fear of death from you all, to free you from that fear. Because some people are so afraid of dying that they can't really live out their life comfortably for being concerned in the back of their mind about the inevitable fear of death. Well, there is no such thing for you. You follow what I'm saying? No such thing for you. So just relax and try to be the best you that you can be, and you're going to be all right. Stay close to the rope and never let anything, including your own personality, separate you from the Most High. And if you find the truth, that needle in the haystack, cling to it like the most valuable of treasures, and know that, like Malachi said, if I found Jesus, I would never let him get out of my sight. I'll follow him. When he go to the bathroom, I'll sit out the door and wait for him. And every time he get him, I'll say, "Where you going? You ain't not without me." You ain't going nowhere without me, and that's the way it is. All right. Any more?
Mute the phone.
Yeah, y'all mute the phone. You gotta.
I got a question.
I know, but the person that's got that background noise, they know they can star 6 the phone. Go ahead.
I got a question, Messiah.
I'll do my best, son. Go ahead. The person with that phone, you know you disrupting the class. That's the devil right there. You know it's you. And I know it's you. All you have to do is just hang up and try to call back in. Mute the phone, hit star 6. That's a black reptile. Go ahead, ask your question, son. And I can see the creatures.
I want to know, what does the letters and Allah mean?
Allah means life giver. Allah is the life giver.
Yeah, but like the actual letters, like Allah, like is it like arm, leg, arm, head, or something like that?
All right. Allah is the life giver. That's the same one as Anu, or Elion El-Hayu, Amun-Rayay. All of these are the same being. Are you following me? Different names for different cultures at different times in history. Are you following what I'm saying?
Following.
It's no difference than Jesus in English. That would be Ios in Greek, or Jesus in Spanish, or Har or Horus in Egyptian. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Or Karash by many. It's the same being by many different names.
Okay.
Yes. And in fact, I still have my signet ring on that Malachi flew back from Sudan with in his pocket as a personal gift for me in 1983. And it's in Arabic, it's in Kufic Arabic, and it says, Allah is Ahmed. And on the bottom of the ring, it has the word Ansar in Arabic as well. But when I first got it, I didn't understand, because I didn't understand Allah is Ahmed, because I'm Ahmed, you follow? So I just couldn't conceive of that. I couldn't wrap my mind around it, you follow me? I was struggling with the realization that I am the real Ahmed. But I had no concept about the 3 Mims, or that I could possibly be that, you follow me? Not at that point in my journey. I've missed a lot of things that frightened me. Like one time I was again, moving stars for a brother in Minnesota that was a truck driver, an Illuminati member, an evil guy named Monte. But I was standing on my porch rail, and it was kind of winter cold outside. And as I was moving the stars for him, one particular star, what I thought was a star, it came shooting down straight for me at my chest. And I watched it coming straight for me, like on that picture, well, Michael or whatever it is. That star was coming straight for me. When it got to the corner of the house, I stuck up my hand in fear and just said, "Stop." But I know what that was. Now, that was the angel Gabriel. And it was just like when Jesus was being baptized in the Jordan, the craft was over him, and then the angel Gabriel was sent down in a ball of light that people that witnessed the baptism described as a dove, because it was the only thing that they could just think of that was white, that could fly, was a white dove. But it was the spirit of the angel Gabriel that was coming down to go into me, and then ushered me off into the wilderness, for my test, my 7 tests, And it's the reason why they arrested my cousin John, who was 6 months my elder, and eventually decapitated and put his head on a silver platter by the wish of this evil woman. Yeah, that danced for him. Salome was her name. But yeah, we all go through a lot of things, a lot of tests, and many of you will be shaken violently like those before you. But understand that you will ultimately come out standing on your feet as long as you hold on to the rope. Just do that. You have to learn when you're walking with the Creator. It's a test that white people do where you stand up with your back to a person, and then you have to just let go and fall backwards and trust that they'll catch you. You won't bust your head. It might be hard to do at first, to trust like that. But I trust the Creator far past that point. I'll tell you that, okay? And if I don't,
a couple of questions.
I'll do my best.
You go ahead first.
Well, I was going to say, if I didn't trust him, what am I going to do? I mean, there's nobody else I can turn to. Right. Who else do you know that's bigger than death? You understand? You follow me, Lazarus? Okay, go ahead, sister.
Yeah, I've got a couple of questions. It's like you said you had a dream about being in a coffin. I had a dream several months ago that I was lying in a coffin. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit morbid and no one wants to
No, I understand.
I was kind of wondering what it meant, because I was just lying there. I wasn't dead or anything, but I was thinking to myself, how am I still lying here and I'm still breathing? Because it was like I was asleep, So it was kind of really strange, to me.
All right. Well, I can't offer you an explanation for that dream because I wasn't there to share that with you. But it's for you to search out in your own mind. Just ask the Most High tonight to please reveal to you the potent or the meaning of it, right?
Kind of was a little bit scary, and it's a couple of weeks ago I had like a vision just came to me. It was like the picture. I don't know whether I was looking somewhere at it. Why it just came to me like you get the picture of the Crystal City. It was kind of like that, and the vision just flew through my mind. I didn't know where that came from. So it was kind of like, it was a positive dream, but at the same time, it just came out of nowhere. So
this Anne, I'm speaking, is it Anne, this you speaking, right?
Yeah, Anne.
Let me say,
that's correct.
I was in contact with Cheryl. Cheryl, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Cheryl in London. I told you all a couple times that I got up out of my bed and the spirit stood in my floor, and it was a tunnel from my pineal gland, my third eye, all the way to London into the room she was standing in. And I saw her.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to suggest to you all that many times when you see these balls of light out the peripheral of your vision or something, and then you wonder, was it really real? Did you see it or not? The answer is yes, trust yourself. But may have been the shell that she didn't really know it was me in particular, or she may have just seen like a flash of a little light or something and just shrugged it off. But it was really me. Just like a lot of times you all go out and you look at stars at night in the sky. And then you go inside, go to bed, and then you see a bright light flash in the ceiling or in the corner or on the wall, and you wonder what that was, that light orb. But in many instances, it's because when you were looking at the stars, there were beings you were looking in a direction of that are much more sophisticated and intelligent than you, and they were curious about who it was that was looking at them, and they came to see. You follow me?
Yeah, sounds like you came through a wormhole.
This is a new one. I want to make reference to what the Messiah just said. I too had a problem one time when I was living in Lancaster, and I called and told him about it. He said, "Don't worry about it. I'll be there tonight." So when time comes to go to bed, and I laid down, I actually saw this big oblong ball of white light come into my room, straight out with not my peripheral, but my fourth vision, come into my room and come over onto the right side of my bed and just settle down beside me. And I said, "This must be Amun," because he said he was going to do this tonight. And I went to sleep, and I never had that problem again. In fact, I don't even remember what it was.
You see, that's what it is. I come to a lot of you all in different ways, and you don't realize that it's me. But when I tell you that I'm coming to you at night, I do. You just don't remember. Okay, I'm not a liar.
Knock on the door.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go ahead.
You better not say me, Amun.
This is Hotel. I want to bear witness to what Nicholas just said. Now, Brother Amun, he had came to me more than one time. And like the time that I was in the pit, and he was in this Jeep, and he hollered, and just like we was here in the house, and I'm upstairs, and he'll come to the foot of the stairs, and he'll holler, I mean, loud enough, I could hear him upstairs. And when he came to me in that vision, that's the way he hollered. And he stuck his hand out and said, "Harry, get in." Another time he came to me, we was in his Cadillac. He got a black Cadillac out there that I drive on sometimes. And when something is bothering me or something that I need to know, he would come to me and let me know that it's okay.
That's right. I'm here to comfort you all and remove the fear from you, because it's only a test. It's not real. It's a phantasmagoria. Life is only a dream. Remember that DVD video that Malachi made called "It's Only a Dream"? I post it up for you all sometimes, and I hope you start clicking on the links and reading everything in these posts that I give you, because if you're not, you're missing a treasure trove of information that will help you get across the gap safely. You follow me? And post these posts up to the world because they're valuable.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Amun. I felt your hands on my shoulder quite a couple of times.
Oh, that's right. It was me.
It was very comforting.
Yeah, and I really come to you all in times when you're in trouble. Those that are sincere about being with us. I can feel you. And I come down the etheric cord and I come to you. Yeah. I come to you until everything is all right, until the fear is removed. Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite stressed a couple of times, so I did thank you for that. I've got a couple of questions.
I'll do my best.
Needed to ask. Yeah. What is our original blueprint? Because I remember you saying that. We are. So how old are we really? You know.
What are we? How old are we? What was the question?
How old are we as a human, as a sweet melanated being?
You're timeless.
How old are we really?
You're timeless.
Okay.
Because, let me ask you, how old are you? Let me ask you a question. Because the one asking the question knows better than the one being asked. How old do you think the Creator is? If the angel Michael is without beginning or end, without birth or parents.
You're no beginning, no end.
Exactly. Now let me ask you: if the Most High created you all, and then He blew His breath into your nostrils, and thus you became a living soul, in essence, He merely shared and you became. In other words, He put a part of Him inside of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That constitutes the real you, the inner being, the enigma, so that you would be the same age as the Creator. Is that right?
Sounds about right.
That is right.
Yeah. So that means we're one.
We are the only thing here.
We're the same soul.
We are all one.
Connected by.
We're all one.
So
we are the collective.
You made up. Okay. So also, I kind of was thinking recently. I saw a film quite a while back, and I remember that there was this. It was this man, and all he did, each time he would swap bodies. His consciousness. It was the same consciousness, but all he needed to do was swap bodies. He just laid down, and it's the new consciousness came, new body. He just obtained a new body. I'm kind of thinking.
That's what's happening with you.
Sounds a bit jumbled.
That's what's happening with you.
So that's why my next question was: is that how that happens?
That's exactly how.
Sorry?
That's exactly what's happening.
Okay, thank you.
You're just changing bodies. You are consciousness changing bodies and situations.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that. I won't ask any more questions. I think that's my lot.
All right. Next person, who has the next question?
I have one.
Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother. You can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So when we're going to shift, to the next dimension, for example, will the people that are in this dimension here now, where we're at, will they able to perceive me, or won't they? Like,
yeah, that's strange. But exactly. When you let's say we're talking about 7 dimensions, and let's say that you're in the 4th right now. If you're closer to the higher planes, subplanes of the 4th dimension, then you're basically in tune with the lower planes of the 5th dimension. Are you following me? So that you would be in the same place as people in the lower subplanes of the 5th dimension, so y'all could interact and see each other inadvertently, yes.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be strange to imagine that when you're walking with me and I do spiritual exercises with you, or I share consciousness with you and get you to move stars and the universe, that you're vibrating on a frequency that's similar to mine. Otherwise, you couldn't hear me. You wouldn't even know I was here. That's why a lot of people say they're looking for the Messiah, they can't find me. Because they're not vibrating on the right frequency, and they're not looking for me for the right reasons. Are you following me?
That's true.
But when it's time to find, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
That's so true, Amun.
It is.
Oh,
so everybody that's with me is supposed to be with me, and anybody that's not with me is not supposed to be with me. And that includes those that walk away from me. It wasn't it's not their destiny.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be cut off and lost.
Mm-hmm.
Because those of you that believe, and then turn again in disbelief, then increase in disbelief, and there is no saving of that soul. When you find everything and turn away from that, what are you going into? Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Wow.
Exactly nothing.
Ooh.
And you wake up one morning and you won't even remember. You won't even remember having conversations with us. All this, it won't even be a memory. It's like it never happened.
Wow.
You be cut off forever.
Felt that.
That's right.
Felt that.
That is true.
Yeah.
Even the stuff that like you used to do, like you forget, like you used to be that type of person. Like even when you used to be like, I used to be mean.
I understand.
I used to be kind of like a little bully, and then I think about myself. I'm like, damn, I used to be like that.
Well, we all used to be
myself like that no more.
But we're growing.
Right.
We're growing.
Yeah.
And we're changing.
Expand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overstand, Amun.
Yeah, the unshaped astral we're starting to form up into gods and goddesses. Yes.
Yeah, thinking more spiritual and mental than physical mind.
I love you.
You're welcome.
The brother had a question.
Well, I had a question. It was
I had a question first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It was
Go ahead, sister.
So you know how we just said it was we are all in one, right?
Yes.
And I remember before when we was talking about like disagreeable things or like evil things or kind of like they're not real. So that's the same as like disagreeable beings, right? Like they're not part of all in one because they don't have.
That's right. They're nothing. You see what I mean? Because the only reality is divine love.
Right.
So
yeah.
evil beings. Remember, I told you all that sometimes you look at people in the crowd and you don't realize they're not all real. They're bit players. They're just figures cast in your imagination, like people in your dreams or whatever. You know what I mean? They're not real. Because once you hear that the only reality is divine love, everything else is mere illusion, then that answers your question, right?
Sure.
Right. The devil is a figment of your imagination. Just like when you're in a room and you get terrified in the dark as a child, pull the covers over your head, because when the lightning flashes, the coat on the back of your door looks like a man with a hat to stand over you. Remember, when the door is closed, there's nobody in the room but you, so it's some aspect of your own self that's getting out trying to frighten you. That's all.
All right. Okay.
There's nobody here but you. We are all one. There's nothing to fear except fear itself. And fear is the worst emotion because it paralyzes you. It freezes you. Like I said, if a baby falls out of a 3-story window, a lot of times it'll bounce. But a grown person falls 3 stories, they might die or break something a lot bad because they get afraid, and once they get afraid, they tighten up and get rigid, and things start breaking. You follow? But a baby doesn't have fear, a real infant doesn't have fear of falling, so they just float down. Fear itself kills people. Think about you taking a stroll in the jungle and you afraid of snakes, and somebody hollers, "Snake!" And then you run into a tree and knock your teeth out and mess yourself up. Trying to get away. That's what a devil will do. A devil, they'll study and see what you're afraid of, and they'll keep tormenting you with that fear because they are so very frightened. They're frightened little creatures. Yes, it is. And so they like to play on your fears.
Even like people who be having DUIs and they get crashed, like they never, usually times they don't die because they don't even, I guess they didn't have the fear when they was about to crash. So.
Okay, I didn't understand the question.
Get injured as well.
I was
saying when you was making the example of the baby, like the baby usually would just bounce.
Yeah.
If they fell from 3-story. I was giving another example of like someone who would have a DUI or like who's drunk driving, and they would
they're relaxed
to somebody and like.
And sometimes they can survive an accident that other people that were conscious couldn't survive.
Right.
Because they get from fear they tense up. And the more rigid you get, the more you break bones, etc. But this just like when you start transforming to the spiritual plane, all of the atoms and molecules in your body, they're like little corpuscles of energy and this, that, and the other. But the more spiritual you start thinking with your mind, they start unfolding. All the atoms and molecules in your body and cells start unfolding like a parasa, like a butterfly unfolding its wings. And after they unfold completely, they're no longer solid or physical. You're a spiritual being then. You follow?
So like literally evolving.
Say it again.
Like literally evolving?
Exactly. Back into what you originally were. You were already a spiritual being, just having a physical experience. But to fall, I know on commercials on television, they try to show you fallen angels on pizza commercials, and they hit the ground, their tennis shoes catch on fire on you know, dominoes, this, that, and the other. But when you fall, to be cast down, you fall down in consciousness, you fall down in vibration. You follow what I mean? You fall down from ether to steam to water all the way down to ice, solid and actual like bones and teeth. And cold, and you wake up in a cold reality, a cold atmosphere. Because this doctrine is your heat. It keeps you warm like a mother's womb. It just comforts you. But devils have a cold existence, a cold, hard reality. They just running on fumes. When they walk away from us, they still have a little residual heat from being in our company. But when the further away they get, the more they get cut off and the colder it gets. And they start realizing they're alone and isolated. Let you imagine God as a ball of energy, a ball of light that emits light and heat, right? And we're all standing around God. Like let's say I put a lamp in the middle of a dark bedroom and I put a light bulb in there and then I cover it up with a black lampshade. So it's dark in the room. You follow? But if I give everybody in a circle a stick pin and they walk up and poke a tiny hole in the lampshade and then step back in the circle, everywhere that those little holes are streaming light out, that's the Most High, the light of the heavens and the earth sharing, and you become. Because every little pinhole of light is actually the Creator sharing when it hits you in the chest. That's a part of Him. That's your inner being, the inner spirit inside of you. So if you look at that ball of light and take the lampshade off and everybody's standing around it, the devil is the one that turns his or her back on that, and starts walking away from it. You understand? And the further away they get, the darker reality becomes, and they start thinking it's a very cold existence. You follow me? And they keep searching further and further out there, not realizing there is no out there. You follow? That's truly lost.
Sure. But
as much as we love them, sometimes they have to go. It's their destiny. because they cause friction, because of their very nature is so wicked. They just cause friction all the time. They kick against the pricks. They have a negative attitude. You know, like the sister said, they're just snappy and argumentative and disrespectful and evil, and they let you know they don't give a damn. They're not really into it. They're not posting up nothing. They don't care. And you know what I mean? They just here to be the devil. So you're always better off without them than you are with them. Always remember, you're better off without the devil than you are with them. Regardless if they have some attributes that you're fond of, it doesn't make any difference. In the final balance, you're better off without the devil than you are with them, okay?
Sure.
Let them go. Cut your ties. Next question.
Rahul back, family.
Rahul back.
Rahul back. It's Walter.
I'm glad to hear your voice. This is one of my disciples is from California, and I'm glad he thought about us. He's back again. It's been a long time. Well, tell me what's on your mind, son.
Yeah, y'all on my mind. Of course, come on.
I love you, and you on our mind. Yeah.
On my mind constantly. I got a question about this earth right now. I know everybody's feeling the same thing at the same time because we're a collective, right? We all are one. We're sharing the same emotions. We feel it in different ways, right? Right, we feeling it. But there's that
because
one
we're all looking at it from different perspectives.
Right.
In other words, it's the same creation that we're all looking at from different perspectives. So we have what appears to be different experiences, right?
Okay. Now my question is that right now with everything going on with the earth, we got a lot of like false UFOs and stuff like that. We all know what's being man-made and what's real or not. However, is this a sign of the shift, or is this a sign of open contact, or is this a sign of, you know, us coming back from the future? What exactly?
All of the above. All of these are subtle indicators of the imminent future. But you see, the only reality is now. So we always share in some past and some future, even in the present. You follow me? Look at the word then. Mm-hmm. You have 3 thens. You see, back then when I was 19, I had it going on back then. But now then, at this point in my life, I'm still searching. But when I graduate in the future, then I'm going to really start living. You see, then, and then.
Wow.
But it's all a part of now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So are we giving ourselves a glimpse of our future, or and you're saying it's all of that, or is it that?
Well, we are our future and our past. It's all at once, right?
Right.
You can't separate it because it's all. Let me say, sometimes you have dreams, Walt, and you see things that you haven't experienced in your physical memory, and a week later something happens, and it's the thing you dreamed about a week ago. You tell the person next to you, "I saw this about dream a week ago." Remember that?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. But at the time you saw it, it wasn't part of your memory because it was part of what you described as the future, right?
Wow.
Which became your present. Which became your present when you experienced it, right?
Man, you just hold on. You just told me up right then. Hold on. Let's start over because everything is now. So that means
that's right.
I'm remembering when.
Your future at some level of your consciousness, right?
Wow, that's crazy, man.
But it's true.
Wow.
You can summarize it by remembering that you're God, Walt.
Right. Making it. Let me hold on to that one for a minute, and let me let that one marinate and simmer for a minute, because now you said something with that one. My next question. I've been looking up at the sky, man, and sometimes during the day, I can see whatever these Tesla, whatever these rockets they're doing out here in California, you can see them really well sometimes. And when they're touching like the surface of what we call the atmosphere or whatever, this dome or whatever it is, you can actually see what looks like water to me, like how you see a speedboat, a speedboat on water, and you see the waves.
You see like they split in the waves.
That's what it looks like to me. Am I tripping when I see that, or?
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because remember when they talk about the canopy above and the waters above and the waters beneath? So when you think about it, what is water primarily? It's H2O, right?
Absolutely.
Hydrogen and oxygen. And air is a significant part of oxygen. What I'm saying is your atmosphere that you breathe is really liquid, but it's not as dense as water. You follow me?
Wow. Oh, man. Come on now.
That's right. Look it up.
Come on now. Because
this is an amphibious planet.
That makes sense now, and that's why they can't explain gravity right now either, because all this stuff they've been telling us, these scientists have now been coming out to tell the truth that, gravity, is really, that makes sense now. It's like holding a glass of water in a space. It's going to take the shape of whatever object it's in.
It can
you know what I mean?
Right.
So, wow. Come on now. That's why them clouds up there floating like that.
Water's in the air. We breathe in water.
That's right. It is.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's what humidity is.
I'm sorry. There is a black inventor, Moses, I believe his last name Williams. He made a machine that extracts the moisture out of the air and makes water.
I believe it. But he won't be alive long if he try to put it on the market.
Yeah,
it's just like these black people invent these machines that use water in place of gasoline to propel automobiles. They can't sell that.
I was going to ask you about that gentleman. Yeah. There was a black gentleman who...
General Motors and all these oil companies and conglomerates, they got so many trillions of dollars tied up in refineries and gas stations and automobile factories and this, that, and the other, until one person to them would be totally insignificant, a speck of dust, So if you're lucky, they'll come to you and give you a blank check and say, fill it out for a reasonable amount, you know what I mean? If you put $100 million down, they might give it to you. But as far as you go and putting that on the open market, that's the same as telling them they got to kill you. You come out with a machine that turns a car can run off water, and then what they do with all their gas stations and refineries and oil fields and manufacturing plants and you understand what I mean, all over the world. What are they going to do with that? They know that free energy is here. They've been knowing it. They know that they don't need to use fossil fuels or anything like fuels. They know that.
Wow.
But it's how the devil keeps you under control.
Yep.
How they create the illusion of them being rich and you being poor.
Right.
That's why Trump is always talking all bad about the field where they put the sun collectors on your roof and you can run heat in your house and energize your house without being tied into the electric company. Solar panels.
Solar power.
He's always talking against things like that, right?
Right.
That's what you call free energy. He don't like turbine energy. Talking about look how the ducks run into it and they get all cut up and they just talking stupid.
Moses West is his name.
Okay. Rahubat.
Yeah.
One more question before you. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Walt. What's your question?
One more question.
Go ahead, Walt.
One more question. I'm gonna let you have the floor. And then the last one is the creatures that we're seeing. Like, okay, I've seen a lot of these things. To me, I know a lot of it's AI. I know AI, and I know the difference between real.
But what's happening? A lot of it's part of the dimensional shift, because a lot of animals that were in the previous reality, they're becoming extinct right now. And white people are fighting, always talking about save Free Willy and save the bear and save this one and save that one. They're trying to perpetuate a species that their time is up. And the reason for that is because they know their time is up, and they're trying to preserve themselves. You follow me? And that's causing a disruption. That's causing a disruption in nature. You can look it up on the internet right now. Why are white people dying faster than they're being born? Because their time is up. But they keep trying to figure out ways to prolong life.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're extinct. It's time for them to go, and they're trying to preserve the animals. They're trying to preserve this world for themselves. But not only will there be a new heaven and a new earth, but the former things will have what?
Passed away.
That's right, also, you see? And they don't want to.
They have 6,000 years to get it right.
That's right. But you all are the root race, the African race. You're the root race, the black people. So you're going to be here forever, but you always see different species and races disappear. All of them. Chinese, Nipponese, well, they're not going to be it. The only race that's here permanently is you. You are the root race. It's like Africa is the only continent that's really grounded to the core of the earth by rock. All the rest of them are floating.
Come on now.
That's
right.
Come
on now.
That's right. And when you look at it, the first time you saw it, you thought it was a human skull the way it was shaped.
Sure.
You are the root race.
Sure.
You're the only ones that will be here. You're the only ones that's always here, like blackness. When they say, let there be light, when was that said? But when did he say, let there be blackness? Let there be dark?
Never. And never.
That's right. So you black people always were and always will be. You are the anchor. You are the root. You are the original. You are the real.
Like I said,
you are the permanent. You are the eternal. You are the immortal. You are the gods. Without beginning or end.
You are everything, and everything is you.
And that's right. You got it exactly right. You're Al-Kaloum, Papaut, you're the all. You are everything, and everything is you. I'm in all, and all is in me. That's right. Literally. You the one that shot Tuesday and put Wednesday to bed. It's you.
Come on now.
I'm telling you.
Come on now.
The rest of it, the rest of them, they don't even matter. They're not real. They fake. It's just a brief interruption in eternity. A brief interruption, just like a falling star, a brief interruption. A blip on the screen. Just a pothole. Boop, boop, that's it.
Truth is true.
It is.
But hey, it's your eternity, huh? At the end of the day.
Yeah, say it again.
It's your eternity. I said, but it's your eternity at the end of the day.
It is. And that's what you are. Y'all been here so long that we created the illusion of death to give you a rest from eternity.
Wow. Say that.
That's right.
Man.
It's only illusion. But imagine just going on and on and on and on with no end in sight. That might not always be paradise to you. You follow me?
Right.
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
So that's kind of merciful to have, to change the scenery for a minute. You know, give you the illusion of an ending and a new beginning. You follow?
You're not watching something on repeat or on loop at that point.
That's right. Imagine having a stick in your hand sideways that has no ends. It goes on to the right and it never ends, on to the left it never ends. You're going to get tired in a minute.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, Messiah, I have a question.
Yes.
So, I know the devil 6,000 year time is up, but what's keeping this matrix from collapsing?
His nature is collapsing. You follow me? You mean the matrix?
Yeah, the matrix, like, what's keeping it from collapsing?
It is collapsing.
As of now.
It is collapsing. That's right. It's a gradual diminution. You live in St. Pete, Florida. But when you drive around Florida now, it looks different than it did 20 years ago. You start to see more boarded up houses and buildings. When you go outside, you remember when you were young, you used to see little children getting off the bus coming from school in crowds, making noise, sweaters tied around their waist, little boys and girls going to the store buying candy, punching each other and running. Then in the summertime, you saw them all over swarming with skateboards and bikes, walking in crowds. But you don't see all those children anymore. Where are they?
Nah, you don't, because it's...
You are the one, Neo.
That's right. You remember when Jiffy Peanut Butter... You remember you used to buy Jiffy Peanut Butter, but now it's just Jif. It's not the same reality.
That's right. Everything's changing.
No, it is changing. And the only thing constant is change. And there's really no such thing as change because it's the same creation, but you always looking at it from different perspectives that makes it look different or appear different to you.
Powerful.
Real. It's like you standing in the living room with another person. It's like you standing in the living room with another person. You look at them and you see them from your perspective. And you see, but then when they look at themselves, they see the them that they appear to them. And they look at you, and there's the you that they see, and then when you look down, there's the you that you see. Or the coffee table. There's the coffee table that you see, and the coffee table that they see, and there's the coffee table that it really is.
True.
Different perspectives, that's all.
That's all it is.
That's all.
Now. Of the same thing.
The changes are happening inside of you. You know, you change your mind, you understand?
Right.
And the things you look at will never change until you change the way that you look at things.
Now, come on now.
That's true.
All day. Agree. Amun, what do we know about these copper tubes that's running from, the pyramids in Giza all the way down to, to the middle of this earth? What are these
what
things?
they are is the pyramids are really they're aquifers that run under the pyramids. You know what that is, right?
No.
It's outlets of water that come from the Nile that are like tributaries, aquifers that run under it constantly. Like you see in India, these shaman, they'll set up an ashram in a certain part of the earth, and they look like they levitate or something for crowds there. But they actually found a part of the earth where they have a strong stream running under the ground, and it creates an anti-magnetic effect. and it repels instead of attracts. You follow me? These aquifers around the pyramids, they help to charge up the engine because these were energy plants, not sarcophagi, but for dead mummies. Yeah, those pyramids is where they get energy from. The UFOs come and charge up there. They lit up, and the obelisks that you see all over Egypt, all over the place, those were receivers and transmitters. They spread the power everywhere. They had light bulbs. They had very sophisticated societies, right? And they were powered by free energy, the pyramids. They didn't have no Georgia Electric, San Diego Power.
Say it again. What they charge
You didn't have no bill. You didn't have no electric bill. You didn't have no light. Everything was free energy.
That's all.
That.
And they know how to do that. Nikola Tesla was trying to bring it back, and they killed his ass.
And they killed him.
That's right.
Yep. Wow.
Because when you start having free energy, what do they need with electric plants, electric bills, and dams, and all these goddamn big companies and things?
They're gonna disappear.
But if you don't have bills to pay every month, they can't enslave you and they can't control you.
Right.
They can't distract us. They can't keep us
That's
distracted.
right.
That's it.
They keep you distracted with survival.
Yeah.
Worried about how you gonna eat and having a roof over your head. That's distraction. That's right there.
Say it again.
I'm done.
Come on now.
It's unnecessary, but it's what they're doing.
Messiah, I have a question.
Yes.
Have Dr. York, excuse me, have Dr. York come to you lately?
Yes, he comes to me all the time. Yeah, he does. He comes to me all the time. Or I go to him because we're one and we're merging more and more. That's why I send you all so many videos from him, so many classes from him. Right?
Right.
Because I know his message is my message and my message is his message.
True.
It's just a difference in conscious levels. In other words, the ones before him, like Elijah Muhammad, they were sent with a message to clean black people up, get them all pork and wine and heroin and stop them from being prostitutes and you know, get them to dress up and have more hygiene and respect for themselves, right? And then Malachi came, he took it to another level and taught y'all a lot higher knowledge than that. And now in the year 2000, it's Amun-Rayay's time to rule, and I'm taking you all into the hereafter.
The 144,000 frequency.
That's right. I'm at care. I'm the last one. Like when Bashar came to visit me, I told you all that, and he shook my hand and said, "I care." Did you call me?
Yeah, you just told me that too, man.
Yeah, I just told you, but I told him that quite a few times already. Remember, class?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I told you Bashar came to visit me. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Listen, y'all, it's 10:25 now. We need people to go out and perform miracles right now to exercise that muscle, that God muscle. So who's going to be the first one? Tell me who you are, what state you're in, or what country.
I see a star. This Kim in St. Pittsburgh, Florida.
Okay.
Right above
We're gonna make that star move to the left in the name of the Messiah.
It's moving left.
All right. Now we're gonna make it raise up in the name of Amun-Rayay.
And it's raising up.
That's right. Now we're going to make it go in a circle, clockwise, in the name of the Messiah.
It's going clockwise.
I love you. Need one more person?
A moon. We got a moon that
Texas,
comes to Georgia.
You got a
We got the
moon?
moon Tupperton.
Okay, is it full?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to move the moon for everybody. Watch the moon. We're going to raise it up in the name of Amun-Rayay.
Yeah.
It's moving up.
We're raising up.
I love you. Now we're going to make it move in a circle, counterclockwise, and I'm going to put your face in it, brother.
Oh, it's moving too. Wow. That's amazing.
All right. Yeah. Next person that sees something, I'm going to make it come close to you.
Peace, I love y'all. The light is still out over here in California, but I'm gonna keep.
Oh, I know it is, Walt. I know, but
practicing
you can always, but you can always call me back when it's dark and you see something. You know that. You know how I am.
I appreciate you. I love you.
I will do it just for you. You know that. Because I love you like that. All right. I love you all, and I thank you all to write testimonies about what you experienced tonight, what you shared and learned, to attract the rest of the people that are not yet woke. And above all, make sure you take the post that you get and post it up in every media outlet, especially large groups, and everyone in LinkedIn, Facebook, Telegram, all Instagram. Post them up everywhere and raise 144,000. Earn your throne. Meet your authority. Amun-Rayay, answer. Servant to the 144,000. One round.